Not exist. My name is Chinyere Muke, testifying from the United States. In June 2021, I had a lump removed from my breast and the tissue sent for test to determine if it was malignant or benign. Prior to that, my second sister was afflicted with breast cancer and she passed in 2019. In 2021, my mom suddenly became very sick and was hospitalized. It was while she was still fighting for her health that I had the lumpectomy surgery. Before they could complete and confirm their diagnosis of cancer and begin treatment on her, she passed. Soon after my mom passed, the result of the histopathology test carried out on the lump removed from my breast came out positive for cancer. At that time, the report showed that it was invasive ductal carcinoma of the left breast, stage 2, and it was triple negative. The doctor said it was an aggressive kind of cancer and that I needed to start treatment immediately. But at that point, I was convinced that it was not just cancer but an attack from the enemy. I rejected the report and I vehemently refused to die. I intensified prayers at the altar of fire and I chose to trust God with every strength, every faith and fiber of my being to fight the battle for me and deliver me, my family and my father's house. My husband and I keyed into every word of prophecy on the altar of fire that related to me and my family. We obeyed every prophetic instruction given to us by God's servant Pastor Jerry Eze. We listened to other people's testimonies and drew faith and courage from it. My relationship with God grew stronger and sweeter and I was confident that I was not alone. Fast forward to November 2022. Miraculously, God granted my family and I visa to the United States stress-free. I went to one of the best hospitals here in the US known to manage cancer cases. Series of tests confirmed the presence of cancer. This time, it had moved to stage 3. The surgery was successful. In the recovery room, my husband and I were talking and laughing. Suddenly, I passed out. According to my husband, within seconds, my blood pressure dropped from 120 to about 40. The nurse that was present immediately announced code blue and over 20 medical personnel rushed in. Before they came in, my husband quickly slipped his earpiece into my ears where Pastor Jerry was blasting in the NSPPD prayers of that morning, 14th August 2023, with the team, the God that sees me, let the wonders begin. The doctors and nurses tried everything they could to restore me, but nothing happened. The chaplain came in to encourage me, my husband, telling him that God gives life and God takes life. But my husband told him that death is an appointment which you can decide to keep or not to keep, and his wife will not keep this appointment with death because he knows the altar we belong to. As all this were happening, I began to hear Papa's voice and gradually I joined him, repeating all I heard him say. My blood pressure normalized and I became conscious. During my post-surgery visit, which was a day before Papa's birthday, the surgeon said they couldn't bring out all the tumor during the surgery because part of it latched onto an axillary vein under my arm, which they cut in the process and quickly stitched while trying to remove the tumor. The team had a meeting and decided that there will be need for further surgery as soon as possible to completely remove the tumor, cutting out the part of the vein it latched onto and rejoining. Then I will have to go through chemotherapy again, this time a more aggressive one. This was heartbreaking, but my faith was immovable. That night, my husband and I wrote our congratulations note rejecting cancer and the doctor's latest report. We poured out our hearts to God as we prayed on the altar of fire at 2 a.m. by our time on Papa's birthday. After Papa Jerry prayed over our congratulations note, he declared that what stopped it before will not stop it again. He also said that it meant that it will happen very fast.
What are those 3 major things you want to remember? 22nd of August, there's a grace here. Angels are here. I am not joking. Angel what stopped it the last time? What stopped it the last time? Hear me as I hear the Lord. It will never rise. Now hear what the Lord is saying. What it means is this thing I'm about to say. This particular one, the answer will not be delayed.
I received this word with all my heart. At noon that same day, I slept off, and in my dream, I saw Papa. He was so full of joy, smiling at me from ear to ear, and for the first time in my dream, he didn't pray for me. I woke up, and while I was still wondering why he didn't pray for me as usual, at about 4 p.m., the surgeon called me to share the great news with me. She said, I don't know what you did, I don't know how you did it, but the result of the pathology test carried out and everything got out from your body shows no trace of cancer anywhere in your body, and there'll be no need for further surgery and chemotherapy. She also said the entire team were so amazed because this hadn't happened before. I'm really grateful to God for showing me and my entire family and my father's house mercy. A medical bill of almost $400,000 fully taken care of by the hospital because God showed me mercy. Thank you so much, Pastor Jerry. Through your prayers and preachings, God used you as a tool in his hands to teach